Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart, and we are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Pennsauken Indians in a great local matchup. How are you doing today, Logan?
I'm good, Mr. Dowd. Glad to be back.
Northern comes into this one. They are led by head coach Mr. Gene Darling, along with assistant coaches Mr. John Barbadoro and Mr. Demario Clark. They've got the Greyhounds playing some really great volleyball this season. The Hounds are currently at the top of their division, and they have a record of 6-1, and their lone loss came against West Windsor-Plainsboro South in a really hard-fought matchup. But the Hounds are here, and they are motivated, and they're looking to get a big win here against Pennsauken.
What a great play by Northern.
Pennsauken is led by head coach Sadai Hart, and they're struggling a little bit this year with a record of 2-6. However, you can never take any opponent lightly, and I'm sure the Indians would like nothing more than to come in here and get a big win on the road versus the Greyhounds.
Now serving is number 7, JULIANA KUCOWSKI.
Juliana's having a great season for the Greyhounds. In fact, she has 12 kills on the season, 3 blocks, 36 digs, and 51 service points, along with 12 aces. And those stats come courtesy of NJ.com. And Northern's got a really great and experienced squad out there on the court.
Greyhounds in the lead.
Northern's team is currently comprised of 4 seniors, 6 juniors, and a sophomore in Taylor White, who's been playing some outstanding volleyball. And they're really getting some great leadership from their seniors, including players like AVERIE ELLIOT, CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE, Janine Harris, Blessings Lavia, and of course, Rachel Shaw, who has just been an outstanding player for the Hounds this season and actually leads the team in numerous categories. Shaw leads the Greyhounds in kills with 50 so far on the season, assists with 57 on the season, and is amongst one of the leaders in digs with 34. She also has 65 service points on the season, which leads the team, and 25 aces, which puts her at the top of that statistical category.
Rachel Shaw is having a great season. She was just up for Player of the Week on NJ.com.
Some other leaders on the team include Tanvi Kundar, who has 16 blocks on the season, and CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE, who has 76 digs on the season. So great combined team effort.
Greyhounds in the lead. For those tuning in, I'm Logan Stewart with Mr. James Dowd, and it is Thursday, September 23rd.
Northern up in front in this one, currently 8-3, but still plenty of volleyball to play. And Northern is currently serving here with the 5-point lead.
That's a point. Greyhounds up big.
Currently, it looks like Pensauken's going to call a timeout here, try to stop and disrupt some of the Northern momentum.
While we have a timeout, if any of our viewers are interested in sponsoring Northern TV to help inform, entertain, and educate our audience, please reach out to Director of Instruction, Mr. Matt Konowitz. Nice serve by the Greyhounds.
Currently in the lead now, 10-3. Northern certainly favored in this game, but as I stated, anything can happen on any given day, so certainly cannot take any opponent lightly. Logan, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
They got some great play from their senior leaders.
And the Hounds have been playing some outstanding volleyball. And in fact, Logan, now this is our second game in about a week. We were on hand for the Northern Burlington varsity football team, their game versus Morristown, but they lost in a nail-biter, 21-13, and that game came all the way down to late in the fourth quarter. But I'm sure Coach Jewel Dulcie will bounce back with the Hounds and get a big win this week versus Steiner.
That's a point for Pennsauken.
So Pennsauken now currently with possession and looking to serve down 11-4. JADIZZA REECE serving for the Indians, and she'll try to get this team back involved. Great play there by the libero, CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE. Just a tremendous return. And it looks like she's going to sub out here temporarily. And Northern's going to serve with the lead 12-4 here in the first set. But still plenty of time left.
Now serving is number 30, Blessing Lavia.
You can follow all of Northern's girls volleyball action on Twitter, by the way, at NBC Girls V-Ball. And you can follow all of Northern Athletics on Twitter at NBC_athletics. And that's run by our athletic director and vice principal at the middle school, Dr. Dan Uzaki, who does a great job keeping everybody plugged in. That was a great drop shot there by the Hounds as they are in a commanding lead now here in the first set. We talked about some of the leaders on the Greyhounds, but Pennsauken is getting some really good leadership from their seniors as well, including, as we stated, JADIZZA REECE, who was serving previously, in addition to Marlena Diaz, Ebony Johnson, Tatiana Walker, and getting some really good play from their juniors, Ashley CRUZ and Amanda Din. So I'm sure they are looking to get on the board here. And now serving is number 29, MEDNISHA Bull. She's a sophomore, very talented underclassman for the Pennsauken Indians. And despite Northern with a 13-6 lead, still plenty of time left in this one. And still anybody's game. The Indians also get quality play from Yasmin Farhat, in addition to Jessica Simpson, who are outstanding players for the Indians.
Now serving is number 4, sophomore Taylor White.
That's going to be a point there for the Indians, but Northern still in the lead, 13-7. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the Pennsauken Indians in a great varsity girls volleyball matchup. And it looks like Northern's looking to expand their lead here so far. Currently up 14-7.
Now serving is junior number 6, Sophia Lutzker.
Great shot there by the Indians. But Northern's going to lose the point there. So credit to Pennsauken for the outstanding play. Now as we look ahead at the schedule, Pennsauken has a game in just a few days at Morristown. That game is going to be at 5 p.m. So I'm sure they're going to be ready to go in that one. In addition, Northern, in their upcoming games, they actually have quite the road trip coming up with 8 of their final 11 games on the road. So I'm sure Coach Darling, assistant coaches Barbadoro and Clark will have the girls ready to rock and poised to perhaps win yet another division. Head coach Gene Darling was Coach of the Year recently, and credit to him and his staff, as well as our girls, for just really playing some outstanding volleyball. And we're looking forward to not just this game, but many games to come, and hopefully they can get to the state tournament and make some noise. And they're led by, as I stated, some really outstanding seniors, including CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE, who just got that big shot there and has been serving. But that point's going to go to Pennsauken. Amanda Din, number 14 for Pennsauken. Libero, serving, trying to get the Indians back into this one. Great bump, set, and spike there for the Hounds, as they now have a commanding 17-9 lead in this first set.
Now serving is number 9, Rachel Shaw.
That's going to be an ace for Northern, as they are currently in the lead 18-9. And you know, I stated you could keep up with the action on Twitter, but you can also check out, Logan, your show that you host, Northern Sports Desk, which should be airing soon with a preview of all of our exciting fall sports. In addition, I know you have several interviews with several varsity athletes, and very much looking forward to that show to provide our community with a lot of athletic information. And we have lots of great programming on Northern TV. In addition to this event, our football game, Northern Sports Desk, we have our flagship show, The Northern News, hosted by Emily Plotkin, which should be airing soon. And in addition, we have a lot of exciting activity coming up here at Northern, including our virtual back-to-school night, our open house, where we'll showcase all of the awesome new additions to our high school, as well as our virtual middle school back-to-school night, and lots of exciting things here to come. Northern currently in the lead now, 21-9. Serving for the Hounds is AVERIE ELLIOT, one of our seniors, and she's hopefully looking to put this game away. Northern 4 points away now from winning this first set, and that's going to be a net violation, and that point's going to go to the Indians. So down, but certainly not out. Pennsauken looking to come back, perhaps rally here in the first set. Northern has been playing some outstanding volleyball. That was a great shot there by senior CHRISTALEIGH. Great save as well. And that point's going to go to the Pennsauken Indians, but I'll tell you what, Northern fought for that point extremely hard and currently have a 10-point lead. Logan, what are a couple of things that have stood out to you in this first set?
The Hounds played really well, got behind early but rallied. They got some great play from their senior leaders.
Excellent drop shot there by the Greyhounds, and they were looking to catch the Indians off guard. A credit to them. That one's going to fall short, and Pensauken's going to go on the board again now, currently down 21-12. But the Greyhounds, as I stated, 4 points away from winning this first set, and I'm sure they'd love to get a big win here in front of our home crowd. Great turnout, as always. Friends, family, community members on hand. Fellow students supporting our girls team. And as I stated, they're currently in first place in their division with a record of 6-1. I'm sure Coach Darling and the assistant coaches would love to bring home another division title for the Hounds. You know, he's got a great mind for coaching, Coach Darling. In addition to being head coach of the girls varsity volleyball team, he's also been head coach of our boys basketball team, winning a division just a few years ago, as well as an assistant coach for the boys varsity baseball team, and now will be head coach this season. So definitely has a great mind for athletics and a great mind for coaching, in addition to teaching physical education. And Northern currently cruising now in this one, 23-13, 2 points away from getting a big win here in the first set.
Another great play by the Hounds.
So we'll see what the Hounds can do here. Currently up by 10.
For those tuning in, I'm Logan Stewart with Mr. James Dowd, and it is Thursday, September 23rd. Number 2, Ariana Benavides, a junior, is now serving. What a block by the Hounds!
That was a great play, and now Northern is 1 point away from winning this first set. So great job for the Greyhounds taking set 1. We'll pick up here on set 2 in just a sec. So want to welcome our viewers back here to the second set. And again, for those just tuning in, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart, and we are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, September 23rd, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Pennsauken Indians. Northern was victorious in the first set, winning 25-13, but certainly lots of volleyball left here to play, and Pennsauken is currently in the lead 2-0 and serving. Logan, what are some of the things you think Pennsauken needs to improve on here in this second set?
I think Pennsauken needs to improve in returning serves. They're playing hard, but the Greyhounds are a good team.
Absolutely, and now Pennsauken is serving.
Pennsauken currently up by a few points.
And that point's going to go to the Greyhounds. So Northern's going to take over now here with the serve. And they're going to try to get right back into this one. And as I stated, they've gotten some really outstanding play from all of their players, really. CHRISTALEIGH, AMILALE, one of our seniors, Angelique Binns, Kennedy Cannon, AVERIE ELLIOT, Janine Harris, JULIANA, KUCOWSKI, Tanvi Kundar, Blessings Lavia, Rachel Shaw, Taylor White. I mean, just a total combined team effort. So head coach, Mr. Gene Darling, and assistant coaches, Mr. John Barbadoro and Demario Clark, have to love the effort here. And still anybody's game. That point's going to go to the Greyhounds. Currently tied now 3-3 in the second set. And team captain and standout Rachel Shaw here serving for the Lady Hounds.
That's a point for number 9, Rachel Shaw.
You can catch up with all of the exciting girls volleyball action at NBC Girls V-Ball, and you can catch up with all the exciting athletic action on Twitter at NBC_athletics, and that's run by our athletic director and vice principal at the middle school, Dr. Dan Uzaki. He does a great job keeping everybody plugged in. You can also subscribe to Northern TV on YouTube for not just outstanding athletic action, but academic events as well. In addition to our flagship show, The Northern News, which is hosted by Emily Plotkin. So we also record musical performances by our very talented middle school and high school band and chorus, as well as events by our JROTC, in addition to academic ceremonies like our NHS induction, Scholar Awards, Senior Awards, graduation. Northern currently in the lead now in the second set, and serving is number 17, JADIZZA REECE, one of the standouts on the Pennsauken team. That one's going to go out of bounds, and a point for the Greyhounds. As I stated, lots of exciting athletic action for both teams coming up. Northern is going to be taking on RV on September 27th, and anytime Northern takes on RV in any sport, it's always a great game, and that game's going to be at 5:15 on September 27th. So we look very much forward to the Hounds getting a big win and our community members and families coming out. As stated previously, Northern 6-1 in the division. That'll be a big game for RV. They currently stand at 4-3, so still plenty of games left to play. But hopefully the Greyhounds can get a big win here today at home. They're currently undefeated at home, with their lone loss, as stated, to West Windsor Plainsboro South. He leads their division in wins at 5-2. So nothing to hang their hat on, and certainly plenty of volleyball left to play here. The Hounds are in the lead. And in addition to this game, Northern's got a really exciting matchup versus Steiner in varsity football tomorrow. That game's going to be at the farm, so we'd like our parents, families, community members, students to come out and support our Greyhounds as they look to bounce back from a tough loss versus Morristown. Logan, you and I were on hand for that one. So Northern looking to get to 2-2 at the football season. And we've got some really great athletics going on in addition to these teams I've been talking about, with boys and girls soccer, girls tennis, fall track. So lots of ways to stay plugged in. And as I stated, Logan, you host Northern Sports Desk, and you do a great job covering our athletics, and your first episode should be airing soon, in the next week, I would think, and you've got some really great interviews with some outstanding varsity athletes, in addition to giving us a preview of the fall season and what to expect here from our teams at the farm.
Yes, for Sports Desk, I interviewed Prisha Batra, Ryan Colorio, and Ben Farrow about their seasons and how their teams are doing.
Northern currently in the lead here.
For those tuning in, I'm Logan Stewart with Mr. James Dowd, and it is Thursday, September 23rd. Now serving as number 4, sophomore Taylor White.
A very talented underclassman. And that's going to be a timeout. Looks like Pennsauken misplayed that one. Never want to see a player get hurt, but we've got a great training staff here, and it looks like she's okay. And now she's resting on the bench. So a credit to our training staff here at Northern. And that point's going to go to the Indians as they look to get back into this one. Still early in the second set. Only down by a few points. Serving is number 6, Ashley CRUZ, for the Pennsauken Indians. And I'll tell you what, it's been a really hard-fought second set here. And even though Pennsauken has struggled a little bit in this game, they've fought for every point. And that's going to be one for the Greyhounds. So Northern's going to serve here. Currently in the lead, 11-7. And for those just tuning in, again, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It's Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the Pennsauken Indians in a great local matchup. Northern comes into this match 6-1, atop of their division. Meanwhile, Pennsauken has been struggling a little bit at 2-6, but still anybody's game. Northern has had Pensauken's number of the last 5, but these teams haven't played each other since 2019. But Northern has beaten Pennsauken in straight sets from 2017 through 2019, and they're looking to get a big win here in front of our home crowd, and that's going to be another point for the Lady Hounds, currently cruising in this one.
Now serving for the Hounds is Kennedy Cannon. What a great play by Northern.
That was a very good ace there by the Hounds, currently in the lead in this one now, 14-7, and up big, but certainly can't take any opponent lightly. And as we stated, the first set was a hard-fought battle. Northern won that one 25-13, and currently in the lead here. Great play there by the Greyhounds, getting to that one and sending it back over. But I'll tell you what, Pennsauken, there's no quitting them. And I'm sure they want to get a big win here as well against the first place team. And that's going to drop in, and that point's going to go to the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds up big, look to get a big win today. Some of our standouts today include Rachel Shaw, who has led the team in service points, as well as JULIANA KUCOWSKI. Kennedy Cannon also has led the teams in digs, and CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE, who has led in aces. Great shot by the Indians, now only down by 7. Serving for Pennsauken is number 21, Milan Allen. Nice serve. That's a point for Pennsauken. Serving for Pennsauken is number 21, Milan Allen. Another great play by the Hounds. What a block! That's a point for Pennsauken. Pennsauken is down, but not out in this one.
Absolutely, still anybody's game, and the Hounds are up by 5. And it looks like Pensauken's going to cut into the lead here again. And I'll tell you what, even though the Hounds are first place team and they've been playing really well, credit to Pennsauken. Northern's got a great home crowd on hand, parents, students, teachers, community members on hand rooting for the Lady Hounds, and this is a really tough and close second set so far. But I'm confident in the Greyhounds. Obviously, Logan, you and I and our viewers are rooting for the Greyhounds, but we're also rooting for a good game, and we've certainly got one here in this second set with Northern now up 16-12. That was a great drop shot there by the Hounds, and that's just composure, and that's just great play under pressure. So credit to the coaching staff. And once again, for those just tuning in, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, September 23rd, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Pennsauken Indians in a great local matchup.
Number 53, CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE, is serving for the Hounds.
And that's going to be a point for the Hounds once again. And I'll tell you what, I've had the privilege of having CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE in my classes, and not only is she an outstanding athlete here on the court and a leader and a senior for this team, but she's an outstanding student and a great young person. So a credit to her, and a credit to Coach Gene Darling and his coaching staff for getting this team pumped up for a local matchup here and hoping to get a big win. And like we said previously, hopefully we'll get another division title this year. Another point for the Greyhounds, and in addition to this game being really competitive, Logan, we've actually had some other teams in action here, either at the farm or away. So why don't you provide our viewers with some updates on some of our other teams' scores?
We want to update our viewers with some other scores from today. Boys soccer lost a close one at Morristown 2-1. Ryan Tavener had a goal for Northern. Girls soccer defeated Delran 3-0. The Lady Hounds got 2 goals from Isabella Villick and 1 goal from Shelley Nolan.
Well, as they say, you win some, you lose some, but the Greyhounds have always been competitive in every sport that they play, and I know the teams that lost today will bounce back, and the teams that won today will continue the proud tradition of Northern athletics. In addition, best of luck to our girls tennis team, our track team, and our football team. And as we stated, Northern takes on Steiner tomorrow in a big local matchup, and that is Friday, September 24th. So we hope that all of our friends, family, and community members can come out and support the Greyhounds in their quest to get to 2-2 now, led by Coach Joel Dulcie.
Number 53, CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE, is serving for the Hounds.
He's been doing a great job in this game and all season, and that's going to be a point for the Hounds as they look to get a big win here in this matchup. Currently up by 10, 22-12, and should be a big win here for the Lady Hounds. Want to take this opportunity to thank our camera operators, certainly you, Logan, for joining us, but in addition, Mr. Sean Donaher, Miss Kelsey Odell, our other video production teacher, Mr. Matt Pona, our athletic department, in addition to our girls volleyball team, and as well as the Pennsauken volleyball team. Northern now 2 points away from getting a big win. They're going to sub out CHRISTALEIGH AMILALE after a great performance here today.
We want to thank our home crowd for their support all around the court. Now serving for the Hounds is number 21, Janine Harris. Janine Harris is serving for the Hounds.
So that's going to do it. Great job to the Lady Hounds. Congratulations to Coach Darling and the coaching staff and the girls. On behalf of everyone here at Northern TV, on behalf of Mr. Logan Stewart, I'm Mr. James Dowd, signing off.